Okay, we're on again. It's Becky, and I'm here with the Dance Party for One vlog, and I'm going to jump right into it today so that we have enough time for everything. Okay, recently I was invited, which is very exciting. I was invited to be a part of a blogger convention sponsored by Coca-Cola, which is kind of a big deal. There were 15 bloggers invited from across the country, West Coast, East Coast, middle of the states, whatever, and me. And I was just like the new girl on the block, but it was very exciting to be a part of it. So there were 15 of us from the nation that were brought into Coca-Cola, and we were taught about Coca-Cola. We were taught about what they're doing in the world. We were taught about what they're doing for women in terms of leadership. We were taught about all kinds of cool stuff, and then we were also given some opportunity to meet with one of the co-founders of BlogHer, which is a really big, like, mecca of women, of female bloggers. And it was very cool. In meeting with the co-founder of BlogHer, Lisa Stone, we were divided into groups, the 15 of us, and we're put in different groups, and we were encouraged to make vision boards. But my vision board isn't about just my life. It really is about this blog. It is about Dance Party for One and why I'm here and what I'm hoping to do and all that stuff. So I'm going to share it with you today. And da-da-da, this is my vision board. We were given these magazines so we could cut out pictures of people. But and then we had to present them. We presented our vision boards to each other, to the other bloggers in the group, and explained why we did what we did and what we were trying to say with our little vision board. So, if you'll notice, my vision board has no pictures on it. It's only words. Big word person, really big in that. I think you can tell that from my writing, and I'm into words. And I'm also into not creating a stereotypical woman who reads Dance Party for One or who views Dance Party for One. And I'm not even locked into it being women. If you're a dude, if you're a guy and you are wanting to make changes, by all means, tune in and see what you can do. See how you can challenge yourself, okay? So there are no pictures on mine because I don't want it to be locked into a demographic. I don't want Dance Party for One to be for 20-somethings or 40-somethings. I don't want Dance Party for One to be for married people. I don't want it to be for moms. I really want this site to be for you and whoever you are and whatever status you're in life and whoever it is you're trying to be. It really is about change. And I put on each of the corners of my board what I feel like are the pillars or the foundation or the support system for Dance Party for One. So the first one I have is down here, which is a challenge to change. That is really, for me, what got this whole thing started. I challenged myself to change almost everything about my life. Just to change. Just to not accept the status quo or the roles or the hats that I was in, but to change and to challenge myself to be someone else, to be everything I could be even at 39, which is when I started the whole dance party. The other little corner here, which is critical for me, was that for me, I felt like I had my identity as a human had blended into being a wife and being a mother. And there's nothing wrong with any of that. But for me, I felt like I was tapping into an identity and not being a woman. I was simply functioning as a mom and functioning as a wife. And that's not who I wanted to be. I want to be a womanly woman. And a reflection of me being a womanly woman is that I happen to be married. And I happen to have 4 children. And that is one expression. The children is one expression of me being a woman. And my marriage is one expression of me being a woman. But when it all comes down to it, I was a woman long before I got married. And I was a woman long before I had children. And those parts of me are going to continue long after my kids are out of the house. So for me, I am connecting through this whole Dance Party for One with being a woman. And finding out what it means to be womanly. Not simply to be a wife, not simply to be a mom, but to be a woman. Okay? The other little corner here is about me time and about taking time to reflect on who I am and who I'm becoming and who I want to be. And I'm only going to do that if I take time on me. Otherwise, I'm just going to be spinning my wheels. And if you live in my house, what you hear me say quite often to my 4 children and to my husband is, you're just spinning your wheels. You're spinning your wheels. You're spinning your wheels, which means you're focusing on the wrong stuff. You're just doing instead of having a pointed direction to what it is you're doing. All right? So the last thing I have down here in the corner is a little quote that says, the diet that's sweeping the nation. A lot of people are here because they're looking to lose weight, and that's fine. That's great. But my hope is that this is the undiet that's going to sweep the nation. I am looking for individual women to find what they need, to be encouraged and inspired and motivated. But when it all comes down to it, if we could really spread this message, if you can tell your neighbor and if you can share it with your family, and women can begin to connect more with who they are and therefore become better wives and become better mothers, this could kind of turn around some factors in our culture. I really believe that. And that may be a really big statement, but it's my vision board, so just deal with it. You get to make your own in January. Okay? All right. In the center of the vision board, I need to talk fast so we get through it all, is the central question, and I've posed it already a few times on the blog. Who is it that you want to be? So that's what it says right there in the middle. Who do you want to be today? All right, when you go to bed at night, who do you want to be? Are you really living? I've got living on here twice, living and living. Start living your life again, having a vision for your life. Not just a vision for your children, not just a vision for your home, but an actual vision for yourself and who you want to be and where you want to go. All right? We are so wrapped up in performance, and that's one of the things I want to help us drop, is the whole performance mentality. We are loved, and we have a mission to become who we're supposed to be. And all of those other aspects are a part of it, but they shouldn't say shouldn't, but they don't necessarily have to define us. So let's start talking about what's really going on with us. Let's get the skeletons out of the closet. That's what that says, skeleton out of the closet. Let's talk about some of the stuff that no one ever says. I know why I ate. I know why I shopped. I know why I weighed 200 and something huge pounds. Because I had skeletons in the closet and things I was dealing with that I wouldn't let anybody know. And I just coped as best I could. And I'm here. My mission is to raise the bar a little bit. To encourage you to let it out. To encourage you to realize that you matter. And that service is not all you're here for. You're not just here for service. But that when you do accept the challenge to change and you start to work on yourself, even if it's just 15 minutes, that says 15 minutes and you're done. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, you deserve a little. You deserve everyday indulgences. And as you connect with who you are and who you want to be, things are going to change. You're going to make better decisions. You're going to say yes to what really matters. And you're going to say no to the stuff that doesn't matter. So, when you want to get serious, which is what that says, and start tasting life again, when you realize you really are a grown-up, then you'll be able to accept the challenge to change and become the womanly woman you were designed to be. So that's what my vision board is. Time's running out. Trying to keep these short, but it's just not happening. My vision board and my hope for Dance Party for One is that that's what's happening with you. That little by little you are able to embrace all this stuff. I'm going to hold it up to the screen so you can kind of read everything. Because you are going to get to make one of these boards in January, and you can fill it out however you want to. This is just the one for Dance Party for One. That's it. That's all I've got time for today. Short. No, not short. Sweet. No, not really sweet. Not necessarily fun and entertaining, but kind of just gives you a little background on why I'm here and what I'm doing. And that's what I shared with the group. And we'll see. Where are you in it? Are you ready to be a part of Dance Party for One? I'm going to stop it here. I'm putting all that stuff on the screen that you need to know that I'm sure you know already. Pass it on to friends. Be the woman you're called to be. Stop eating and start feeding yourself.